everybody, and welcome back into more Outer Wilds. We made some pretty good progress last time. We explored a lot of the Hanging City, and that was that the last episode or the episode before that? But I got a lot done looking at the twins, and that's really important because I learned last time that I should not be trying to land on the sun station. That was an important epiphany. I should not be trying to land on the sun station. Ooh, and we also learned that there is a signal coming from inside the interloper. And in order to hit that and be able to properly see what is potentially inside the interloper, we're going to have to get to the interloper as it is directly orbiting the sun. It has to be... We pretty much want to try to grab it where it is right now. But I also really want to land on the sun. We're not going to try landing on the sun again. What I mean by that is... Okay, I should be able to lock on. Wait, nope, no, do not unbuckle yourself. Do not do that. Okay. We're gonna make an attempt here. And I ain't sure how it's gonna go. But I wanna land on the interloper. As it's bypassing the sun, we're going to use the heat of the sun to take a look at the interloper. Because the interloper is covered in ice, apparently. So even if we had landed on it before, we might not have been able to take a good look at it. And then we should be able to use... I need to figure out how to use the... What do we want to call this? What is it called? The Nomai made a bunch of stations on Sand Twin, and they were using that. Oh god, this is gonna be crash. It's okay. It's okay as long as I land it. As long as I land it. Bada bing, bada boom. They made a bunch of different towers on the Ash Twin, and those twins link directly to the planets. Or those, words, thin words, use them. Those towers link directly to their planetary correspondent. So, ooh. This is troublesome. It seems the comet wishes to submerge our shuttle in ice. If we stay in the surface too long, the shuttle may freeze entirely. Even if it did, couldn't someone call it back home using the gravity cannon on Ember Twin, which we did. And then I tried to shoot it back out, and it crashed. The shuttle would be more difficult if it were without... Wait, exploration of the comet would be more difficult if we were without the shuttle until someone recalled it. Perhaps we shouldn't have landed in the dark side of the comet. Suppose one of us remained in the shuttle to keep it warm and continue monitoring the surface. This would be wise, I think, Clary. If you don't mind waiting with it here, Poke and I can continue the investigation of the surface. So they... Would it be a quantum? No. No. Okay. What I think I might have to do... Let's keep looking around the comet. Ooh, wait, we're getting close to the sun, so maybe I should stay towards the top of it? Because they were getting some type of surface level signal. But you couldn't really... What is that? Oh, what? Is that home? Oh my god, this side of the planet looks so weird. I thought that was a brand new planet. I was about to lose my mind, literally. I was about to be like, is that the 6th location? There was a surface level signal. I'm worried I won't... It's a tiny gear. I won't be on the right side of the comet for this. Surface level signal. No idea where exactly the signal was. Oh no, I feel like I'm gonna run out of time here. Okay, this side of the comet, like, never sees the sun, but that doesn't mean it's not getting warmer. Let me get back to that ship really quickly. If I can navigate. Well, I navigated myself into a wall. No, don't. That's fine. I almost went out of orbit there. Oh no, I think I've missed my shot with whatever this was. I got a theory. Yeah, we've already let... That moves by so quickly. I got a theory on how to do this. I think the best step forward is to recall the shuttle from Ember Twin, and then that should leave a massive hole in the ice. And then from there, I come back and I go back to the area where the shuttle was sitting. Where's my ship? Oh, you know, I'm better off meditating. Okay. I think that is potentially going to be what I'm gonna try. I need to get to Ember Twin. I need to bring the shuttle back, and then maybe that will create a hole where the shuttle is, so I can get under that, like, top dermal layer. Dermal, it's not skin. But if I can get under that top layer of ice. Put my suit on, safety reasons. All right, step 1 is Ember Twin this time. Once I get to Ember Twin, I need to take a really good look at has anything changed with that? I don't think so. I need to take a really good look. Here it is. At the logs inside my ship. Let's engage. And then from there, we can decide what else was left. I know that I still have not been able to get into the Black Forge on Brittle Hollow. That is something I keep failing to do, and it's something I want to do. I also wanted to go back and see Ryback. And we've also yet to find the chamber that they created that should be able to withstand. Let's talk to Chert really quickly. Yep. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I can fix the landing gear. As long as we're landed this time. Yep. All right, landing gear fixed. Let's go talk to Chert and see if there's anything new from our buddy. Oh, dang it. I wanted to fix you. I did not want to go up. Okay, I think that was it. And then I'll look and see what we still have to do before I take myself on to... I was gonna say Deep Nest. It's not Deep Nest. That's a different game. I feel like we told Chert almost everything. Okay. Okay, I feel like we told Chert almost everything we know. That's not my ship, that's his. Theirs. I keep getting that wrong. Careful, careful, careful. Boom. All right, they got their ship that they don't use. I was gonna ask if that... It's not Chert who's afraid of space travel. Ryback is afraid of space travel. Okay, let's see what we're working with here. Frozen Nomai shuttle. Subsurface energy readings. I think I need to remove the shuttle and then land back on the interloper. Never made it out of Dark Bramble. At some point, we do have to head into Dark Bramble. The 6th location is still unknown to us. The Lake Bed Cave. That was another one. That's the North Pole of this planet. So we really don't have a massive reason to leave. Have I even... Wait, we're at the North Bed. Yo, Chert, which way are you? That's not Chert. This is Chert. This is the bed. Nice. I forgot how to use my flashlight. Got it. Okay, hole of sand. Man, I don't think I can do that. Okay. Oh man, was I not quick enough to do this? Maybe not. Maybe you have to be here in a flash. Ooh, you know, I don't know if I know how to do this, but a good way, or maybe like a decent way in my head of being able to explore this area, but we would lose the ship, is if I could figure out how to make those teleportation areas work for myself. Okay, this is definitely the North Lake bed, and this is where they also lost a Nomai here. Polis never made it back. Yeah, that's already filled with sand. You gotta be speedy to make this work. Unless I am missing a cave entrance, and that's actually not how I'm supposed to get down there. But you gotta be real speedy to make this work. But if I could teleport in, well, that would, nope, because the teleportation devices would, in theory, take me to Ash Twin, not Ember Twin. So that wouldn't work either. And I don't think the sand ever goes back down here. I think once it starts to flood from Ash Twin, it stays because our cycle is not that long. Okay, I definitely need more fuel, and we need to find the launch pad. Launch pad, launch pad, launch pad. Where is my launch pad? Found it. Don't get hit by the column of sand. Nice. Okay. Leave this here. Refuel, because I'm going to need to get back up. And then where you just need to bring the... There we go. We just need to bring the ship here. It might be the other one. Okay, perfect. And we've already been inside this. So what we need to do is... Oop, I missed the landing on that. Okay. Just get to where I could... Okay, that's... Okay. I'm messing this up for myself. Now I got it. Alright. Get back in. Alright. Let us... I need the interloper, which is... Okay, this would be a good time to track it and try to get to it, because it is on its way in orbit. Okay. Hopefully, in theory, this has done something helpful where I've created a gap within the ice layer where the escape pod no longer is. So that's kind of what we're banking on right now. Okay. Interesting how it basically passes through the white hole. Okay. Okay, matching velocity is gonna be rough because it is heading towards me, but as long as we land it, I'm fine with that. That was smooth. Okay. Hopefully the ship stays this time. If not, we can always meditate. All right. Let's see. Oh, do not go too far. Ooh, you know what? That didn't work, did it? It just left me with a block of ice. Which makes me think that I'm supposed to be on the front side of the interloper. Question is where exactly would be an opening in the ice? Because I feel like it could be here. Once the ice melts a little bit. Okay, we got a good chunk of time before the sun starts to become an issue. Well, not an issue, but it starts to heat up everything. So let me double check something about the interloper. Okay, I need to go back to the Sunless City. Interloper, interloper. Okay. Lost contact with the other two when they descended low. Okay, beneath the interloper's surface. So that has to be something that happens here on the front side of the interloper. Because there's no other area where the ice would potentially melt deep enough for you to go down. At least I hope I'm right about that. But yeah, we need to go back to the Sunless City. I need to look and see why we need to go back to the Sunless City. Because I know we need to go to the lake bed, but I don't believe the lake bed is part of the Sunless City. And then I know for a fact I need to go back and try to look at the forge again, because the forge was something I was struggling to get to, and we also weren't getting to that part of Brittle Hollow fast enough. Okay, the test, I guess, is to pick a spot in one of these walls and see if it starts melting as we're getting closer. Also, let me redo fuel while we're still waiting for the sun to arrive. Ooh, I've gone a bit too far back, I think. I need to stay here. Oh, there we go. That's the money right there. Okay. Oh, no. Okay. I need... Oh, wait. Nope, sorry. That's not my launcher. Oh, wait. Ooh, actually, I can get... kind of an idea. Huh. Oh, wait. Wrong one. Ooh, so only the front of that has ghost matter. Interesting. Ooh. Oh, there's a tree in here. I'm receiving much stronger energy readings now that we're beneath the crust. Whatever it is must lie somewhere beneath, closer to the comet's center, and I'm starting to think it's more dangerous than we realized. Clary, can you hear us? Yes, but your voices are faint. I fear we will lose communication entirely if you continue any deeper. Keep the shuttle warm for us, Clary. We'll return the moment we identify the source of the energy readings. I understand, but be cautious, both of you. And they didn't make it back. Oh, you know what I'm realizing is happening here? I need to shoot a scout into these tunnels and see which one of them I cannot pass through. Because there's quite a few of them. Okay. This one's a no-go. This one looks pretty safe. Okay, that's gonna be my number one choice. This is a no-go. Oh, wait. That doesn't help me. Okay. Well, tunnel number 2. Please don't fail me. Oh god, it's just a hole of ghost matter. No, 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 no. Check that out, it's crystals. Okay. Up? I think up might be my option here. Because I cannot go that way. Ooh, yep. Slamming into walls. But it's okay, because there's no ghost matter. Okay. Maybe we're still going to use the scout for this. But oh, not you. Not there. Okay, and this takes us to a bigger tunnel. Does it want me to navigate this like a slide? Okay, right, left. And then we circle around again. You know what? We gotta do it. Right. Left. Ooh, wait, can I go that way? Oh, hello. Oh, the crystals have grown into their body. Hold up. Switch. I can drop down this way and it would be safe. Oh, I think you lose gravity when you're in there. I saw another body. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. Okay, well, I know what happened to these two for the most part. Yep, that is a no-go. Okay, so I did need to come this way. All right, switching to photo mode, and there is no gravity in here. Oh, I hate how I can't learn their names. Oh, well, I can look at this, though. Spherical stone casing here seems to be the source of the energy readings. No, rather, the source is what's within the stone. I'm detecting some form of exotic matter. The stone is muting our energy readings. They should be 10 times what we're seeing, at least. Pi, I don't think we want this matter interacting with us. As far as I can tell, direct contact with it will almost certainly be fatal. I've never encountered anything like this, Casey. It's all over protecting us from what's inside. Worse still, this matter is disturbingly volatile. Whatever the matter inside this stone casing is, it's more than just profoundly unstable. It's under tons of pressure. Look at the density of the scan. It's never seen anything tightly compacted before. What is it? This is orders of magnitude worse than I'd imagine. If this stone were to rupture, the lethal matter would rapidly expand, completely blanketing the star system almost instantaneously. The pressure is still building as the comet approaches the star system. Return to the shuttle right now. The rest of our friends need to know they're in terrible danger. What are you doing, Pi? The more we know about this alien matter, the better chances are at survival. I will learn what I can here, go warn the others. Maybe they can construct shelter somehow now. Oh. So is the supernova caused by the interloper going into the sun, which releases all of this? Oh, Pi. Guess you're Pi. Okay, I cannot go that way. Can't go that way either. I have to go back out the way I came. That's crazy. Okay, so this comet's material. Oh god, I think I can I think they said I can touch it, I just can't touch what's inside of it. It's crazy how it's spread though. Because ghost matter is showing up on so many other planets. This is our way. Oh, I don't know if it's worth trying to get back through these tunnels because we used a lot of downward momentum to get here. Okay. Oh God. Oh, you know what? This could still work. Okay, I can still get out of here this way. It might be better to meditate and then restart this particular cycle. At least we know more about the interloper at this point and where ghost matter came from. I'm guessing it got shot into space from maybe another planet, and then just because of like how cold space is, it ended up getting encased in ice. But the way how it gets so close to the sun, I'm guessing the melting of that protective casing is adding to the supernova. This kind of seems like a perfect storm situation because all of the stars around us are also going through a supernova, right? So we can't necessarily say it's one thing that's causing our sun to supernova. So it seems like a perfect storm where just too many things kind of go wrong at once. And really nothing is to blame. Feldspar. I'm gonna find you, buddy. I'm gonna find you. Okay. Sunless City. We still have more to do there. This is what I wanted. At the cave at the bottom of the dry lake bed. All right. Reason we're meditating is that I am going to gun it to Ember Twin and then immediately basically crash land into the lake bed and see where I can get to from there. Or maybe there is a second entrance somewhere, but with pretty much that entire planet getting filled with sand almost immediately, I really am running a short timer with that one. But the ghost matter is just so interesting because obviously it didn't come from here. And more than likely, I don't know how long the interloper has been orbiting this solar system. So potentially over time, it has just been kind of shooting out those rocks, causing ghost matter to show up in other planets. But yeah, it getting closer to the sun would deplete the protective casing. But once again, I don't think it's the final reason, the true reason that the sun is, you know, on its last leg, because the other suns around us are also dying. Go. We'll park next to church. We're good. I'm out. Okay, and I am heading this way. Yep, that's fine. Yep, that's fine. Yep, that's fine. Bam! Go. You can make it. I don't know where we're making it to, but we're making it somewhere. Okay, don't get lost. Have I not? I swear I've been this way. Maybe I got caught up in something and I wasn't able to continue, but I swear I've been this way. Okay, land on that, please. Okay, I've changed my mind. I don't think I've been this way. Ooh. That sand seems a lot more eager to push you around than what we have been dealing with previously. Okay, okay, okay. Bam. Is there anything I can do that doesn't require me to go into that particular sand pit? I might have to. Ooh, you know what? I might be able to get a launcher through there instead. Okay, let's try that. Okay. Make sure we look up for any extra exits, entrances, routes. I cannot jump those cacti, but they do move. Okay. Okay, we are close to another stone. Is this the same stone? No, different stone. If you've come here, look for Colas. This is where we were when he vanished. He's been missing for 2 days now. Your strange wandering rock friend is here, though Colas isn't. Colas and I observed unusual looking rock shard and several smaller rocks in at least 2 other caverns. I'm unsure if this is relevant. What happened before Colas disappeared? We were examining different rocks and I recall Colas... Oh no, Colas got taken somewhere else. Litigan, Colas, and the rock were both gone. Oh no. It's funny how that has not happened to us, in my opinion. Ah, that's a light. Because, I mean, you would think, considering you're able to perceive yourself in your own location, that it wouldn't be able to teleport a person, right? Am I crazy for thinking that? Okay, so Colas is in here. This was the last place anyone saw him, the lake bed, but not here. Oh, you know what? What if I can only be teleported somewhere if my light's out? How do I turn my flashlight off again? Oh! Oh, they're moving! That's so cool. Okay. With that said... Oh, wait. I might be standing in its spot. It might be mad at me. Damn it! I did that on accident. Okay. I am going to stand on this rock. I'm going to turn the lights off. I figured out how to travel by rock. Let's go. Where am I? How curious, this rock took me with it to a new location. I wonder why this happened. Curious, but also alarming. This new cave appears the lack of entrance or exit. Also, the rock that brought me here is disappearing when I wasn't watching. I've been wondering, the Wandering Rock has returned. Never before have I been so delighted to see a sedimentary specimen. I wonder if I myself become quantum briefly when the rock carried me here. This seems to be the clearest explanation hypothesis. If the rock can bring me here, it can also carry me out. Yes. Hypothesis was correct. I can travel on this rock as long as I am not observing my surroundings, meaning I must be in complete darkness. I'm going to bring my mentor here to see this. Melloray is here now too. We theorize when the conscious being is in contact with a quantum object, it ceases to act as an observer, explaining the need for darkness, and being can become entangled with that quantum object and they move together. Ooh. Colas has discovered a new quantum rule. He promised me he'd never vanish again, even if he does learn something useful from it. Nice! Good on you, Colas. Okay. So I also know how to get out of here, which makes me think, how many more of these rocks can I do this with, you know? Okay, I think it's worth meditating back to the ship. And the reason I keep resetting my meditations is, or resetting the loop, I am learning things, but I'm learning them in a time limit where even if I try to go somewhere else and start doing something new, I might run into the supernova, and I'm trying to avoid that. But, so we've learned how to turn ourselves. It feels like everything that I'm learning on the different planets is at some point going to come together in the final puzzle of how to do this, because can I force the quantum moon to take me to the 6th location? But how would I do that in total darkness unless the tower? I can open the tower, but can I close the tower on the quantum moon, right? I can open it, but can I close it and then keep the lights off and then turn my own light off and then go somewhere else? It still says there's more to see within the Sunless City. And the Sun Station is the one of my next attempted landing points. Please don't fly near the sun as you do this. I'm tired of flying into the sun. I've learned my lesson. I remember which of these which of these towers represents the sun. I just gotta figure out how to use it, and also avoid the giant wave of sand would be nice too. Whee! Okay, nice. All right, we might be waiting for a second. Actually, I probably should have went to Ember instead. I'm gonna have to do this regardless of anything. So we might as well wait. Oh, you know what? I can repair the ship while I'm not doing anything. I need to be a good engineer. Okay. With that, I need to figure out where the best spot, because this is not part of the tower system. The tower system is in line with this right here. Man, that thing moves fast. All right, I don't necessarily know how to activate the sun tower. That is one thing that is a little buggy. If I could get it figured out. Have I been to that giant door right there that seems to open up? I don't know if I have. Seems to open up into that power, what would we call that? It's probably part of the shielding system. This is likely gonna be my sun, right? The Hourglass twins are so cool. I love the way they function. How would I even begin to turn this on is the question. I'm guessing it works like the one in order to get to Whitehall Station, where you have to be in the right alignment to do it, but I'm not even sure if these tower systems have power. You know, this is kind of calming. It also is scary how fast this place rotates. Okay, so it would have to be something like this, where the sun is directly above you for this to work. Which means I'm probably gonna need to be inside, I would think. Oh god, why does my nose itch? Am I allergic to space? Okay, let's actually move this a little bit. Just gonna gently move it. Okay, that is my sun, I think. I also kinda wanna ride in the giant, you know, cyclone, but I'm thinking that's not a good idea. Doesn't mean I don't want to do it. Just means it's probably not a great idea. Sure didn't say we die. I think they just said you could die. Okay. Let me in. This is the one with all the cacti. Come on, 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 come on. Boom. Okay. This is how we're gonna get out of here, I think. So if this works, kind of like the other one. Ooh, it's like a tiny black hole. Oh my god. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. I really hope this works. Otherwise, I'm gonna be really sad. I'm gonna be really sad. Please, 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 please. Please. Yes! Let's go! Oh my god. Okay, so that's what they were going on about. The relationship between the white hole and black hole. That's why they have a black hole and white hole fusion cores, because they use them to push and pull you to different locations. And they produce them. Increasing solar activity, sun station hull integrity approaching critical levels, closing doors immediately. No user command received for 10 minutes. Oh, this was many years ago. Okay. Emergency door, I'm gonna open it. Boop. This is a terrible idea. Let's go! Oh my god, I'm on the sun station. Science compels us to explode the sun! Can we change this? I don't enjoy working in view of such morbid mission statement. But it's accurate. We're going to create a supernova for the purpose of scientific progress. It's our mission. Our mission is to decide if such an irresponsible feat is even possible. Here's a better one mission. Determine if it's possible to prompt the sun to explode. You lack a sense of humor. At least I don't lack a sense of ethics. Kindly refrain from going supernova on me before the sun does idea. That is funny. Okay. It is our scientific goal to explode the sun. Whoop. Ah. And you're still closed. Okay. Any scrolls up here that I would want? Anything to read that I haven't read? Oh, this is so cool. I'm so happy to be here. I still kind of want to, you know, oh no, because the runes are, I guess, would help them transmute the signal so that it's easy to go from one place to the other. Oh my god, it's a sun viewing room. Realistically, this would really hurt your eyes, but... Holy Jesus, that is so cool! Oh my god, that's so fun. I love space. What happened? Did the sun station not fire? It fired, Yarrow, but it failed. The sun barely responded. There were infinitesimally small surface changes, and they were barely visible even to my third eye. The sun station is useless. It will never and could never cause the sun to explode. You don't know what comes next, my friends. I suppose we must start over, and I'm unsure how to start over. Return to Ash Twin first, my friend. Perhaps the change of task would help. Spire noticed a comet approaching the star system that we'd like to investigate. I heard for you, my friends. We all know how hard you worked. I can only offer my compassion. How are you? How is Adea? We are well, Yarrow. Or as well as we can be expected given the circumstances. Though disappointed, I may have disagreed with the exploding of the sun, but I never wished the device would fail. I hoped our terrible work was finished. So they tried to cause a supernova. Time until sun station is destroyed by expanding star 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Approximate time until the star's death, 14 minutes, 10 seconds. Wow, so you have a very short time to explore this building. It was reached the end of its natural cycle, approaching the red giant stage. Oh. Weighing the sun against the eye of the universe. That's a crazy mural. Still 3. Man, to just die being able to just look up at the sun and be this close to it. This is such an interesting mural to have the scales with the sun and the eye of the universe weighed against each other. I don't even know where my ship is. You know, oh, you know what? It would be kind of difficult for me to get back to it, actually. We might want to wait out the death of the sun. Yeah, because it's getting closer. Okay, from here, because we have a countdown till the sun station gets destroyed. Yeah, we got 1 minute 13 seconds before the sun station's gone, so we might as well, you know, vibe. What would be our next call to action? I guess going back to Sunless City and seeing if anything interesting can be found there. And then, at some point, I gotta hit Dark Bramble. I feel like everything's been leading to this. That, and landing back on the Quantum Moon with the intention of putting myself in the dark so that we can potentially be taken to the 6th location. I feel like that is a good goal at this point. And the Black Hole Forge. So I've got Sunless City and Black Hole Forge is 2 of my big what ifs like right now. What is going on there? I don't know which level of Sunless City I have missed. And we also still have not found the chamber that should be existing on Ash Twin that they built to withstand the supernova. The question is, would we even want to open it? Well, I guess opening it really has no repercussions or downsides at the moment, because we are so locked into this loop that, you know, even if we open the doors and we see what knowledge they've locked away within the chamber, it's not gonna be for, it's not gonna get destroyed, is what I'm trying to say. Why do I look up when the character looks up? Oh god. Okay. Okay, Sun Station, let's go. Black Hole Forge is a big question mark for me. The 6th location, we'll get to that. I have a feeling it has to do with being unaware on the Quantum Moon. Sunless City and Black Hole Forge are the 2 we kind of get to choose from at this moment. And you know, we're kind of coming to the end of things, at least from what it seems like. Because I have a grasp of exactly how the Nomai got here. I'm still not, well, based off the numbers that we saw in the Sun Station, a command was given 10 seconds ago over like 200,000 years ago. So that's even more impressive that they built all of this to last as long as it has. Okay. Not a bad landing spot. I don't think I'll be able to get in from here though, because didn't they say they blocked off? Yep, okay, that is still locked. So I should have gone the other way I know to go as opposed to doing what I just did. Anyway, that doesn't take me to the Sunless City anyway. Sorry. What are the chances I can make that without dying? I shouldn't test that. That's a, no, don't. I could have made it if I had kept going. Did I do it? No, I died. Okay, so we're gonna land back in that crater over by the launch pad, and that should, I think there's a dip down from that launch pad. Or maybe I can just get in from the launch pad. No, if I go in from the launch pad, it makes me do this whole roundabout thing. So instead, we're just gonna dip down from that cavern. You know what? I died in the name of science. I died in the name of science, and I'm proud of that, okay? Sometimes you have to crack a few bones to, you know, further mankind. And that's exactly what I did. You're all welcome. All right. Oh, and I'm accidentally gunning for Ash Twin. That's not what I want. Even though Ash Twin is about to block me anyway. As it always does, because it's needy. It is a needy planet. I remember how to do things. Oh wait, I always do the wrong one. Photo mode. Okay, we'll just make sure we don't hit anything on the way in. Okay, when we get in, let's take a look at all of our options. Let's light up the tree area. Oh my god, I forgot I didn't have a flashlight on. Let's go over here and light everything up and then read. Okay. Have we been up to the Eye Shrine District? We've been to the High Energy Lab. We've explored the Stepping Stones. And we've looked at Anglerfish Overlook. So the question is, what are we missing? Because I've done this too. I've been to the high energy lab. So maybe I missed something in the I district? Huh. I love the music in this area. The same music, maybe it's like slightly different, but it does play. Okay, that's when they teach us about the fossil fish game. When you're back in the hanging city. I also find it interesting that they named their cities. Obviously, like, the names represent the cities themselves. Like, one is hanging basically off the roof of a falling upper crust of a planet. And then this one gets no sun. But they're both, like, ominous and kind of sad ways to name something, in my opinion. Oh, why did I do that? Like, the Sunless City and the Hanging City don't exactly sound inviting. Okay, this would be the eye. Maybe not that way then. Yeah, I feel like I've been down this way. Let's go. Oh, I see what you want from me. Tricky, tricky. Wants me to jump. Nice. Okay, I don't think I've been here. Be welcome in this place. The shrine is a space to reflect on what brought us to the star system, the signal from the eye. We observed the eye signal in our travels and followed it here to find its source. While we know is the source of the signal, which we have chosen to call the eye of the universe, is older than the universe itself. The rest we have yet to learn. Enter and open your mind to its possibilities. It's crazy to think that this is actually possible. The idea that the universe like comes and goes in waves, if that makes sense, or at least that's how I imagine it in my head. It's like a cycle where our solar system right now that we're experiencing is at the end of its cycle. It's going to die out, and at some point, if you were to still be standing, which you wouldn't be able to stand on anything, but if you were still standing where we are now, there would be a point where there would be absolutely nothing in the sky because all of these stars and other solar systems have been pushed so far out that you can't see them with the naked eye anymore. And then theoretically, depending on the will of the universe, another type of Big Bang could happen, and then this area that we're standing in could once again be covered in other star systems and galaxies and solar systems. So it's I would never call the idea of the end of the universe scary, because it just feels so infinite that it's like, even if our solar system, our galaxy was to die out in an instant, we're such a small fleck of what else is going on in the universe. And I kind of think that's beautiful in a way. Which it sounds morbid to a lot of people, and I totally understand, but I see something beautiful in it. If the eye called to us, why wouldn't it reveal itself? Why is it difficult to locate it? Did something happen to it? Did the signal stop? Does the eye no longer desire to be found? Perhaps this isn't the eye's choice. The eye may not be able to communicate more than it already has. Is the eye natural or artificial? Good question. Maybe someone built it. The eye is older than the universe itself. How could something exist before its creator? Because the creator existed before the universe started, because they probably belong to a different universe, a predating universe. It could be naturally occurring, though it doesn't answer how the eye could be as old as it is. There's also, of course, I'm thinking about the physical aspect of it, but then there's also just the time dilation aspect of it, where we have, for the most part, been able to prove in theory that reality is nothing but frequencies layered on top of each other. So there could be another reality that is much older than ours, and then something from that reality can seep into ours and possibly like cause the Big Bang, cause the universe to be started. Did the eye deliberately call out to us by sending the signal, or did we hear the signal by coincidence? Perhaps the eye wanted to be found. Could it be sentient? Maybe it chose us. Does the eye desire something from us? Could it need us in some way? Maybe it doesn't have to be us. Could be seen meaning where there is none. Suppose the signal was produced accidentally. Does that mean the eye is any less important, though? And right now, I have this working theory because we talk so much about anglerfish, right? And anglerfish, I'm probably just gonna have to meditate myself out of here. Because I cannot leave. Wait. Yes, I can. Booyah. We talk a lot about anglerfish and the way anglerfish hunt, and I'm sure this is obvious to most people, but the little light at the top of their head is how they lure in prey, and then they consume whatever is lured in, which makes me think of the eye of the universe almost as something that is giving false hope and is luring beings in. For what purpose, I do not know. And they say it a couple of times, but there is the possibility. Haven't centered. Wait. I think it's a rare find. Collis, I believe the specimen is very old indeed. Oh, this is the anglerfish. But this is a different angle of the anglerfish. We both agree it's unlikely this dry planet is this horror's place of origin, especially considering what we observed during the vessel's evacuation. Clearly the hole is too small for it to have fit through. Hypothesis there is another entrance to this cave. If there is, Colas and I will find it. We have to have valuable information undiscovered. Update, we found a way inside quickly, Melore, because I returned there to search for the entrance of the cave. There were children playing in the specimen. They've said it a couple of times, and this could very much be the case where the eye does not necessarily want for anything. And I feel like that is... what's the best way to frame this? A story mechanic that is very honest to just the way of the universe, but I feel like is not used very often unless it's media that talks about AI. And that is something that does things that have a malevolent or bad impact on other species or other living beings, but it doesn't necessarily intend to have that reaction. It's just something that naturally occurs. And I'm thinking about this like how you think of AI systems sometimes, like the Reapers. The Reapers in Mass Effect are an excellent example of this, where they were created for one purpose, and then they did that purpose so well that in order for them to do their job, it just eventually led to them seeking the destruction of other living beings. That way the cycle could renew itself, which is what... I just realized I spoiled like a 20-year-old game, but you know, it is a very old game. But that is what I think about. I'm making circles now. So it would be interesting if there was the possibility that the eye of the universe, well, the eye of the universe is older than the universe, so it can't be, it could potentially be man-made, but it's unlikely. You know, it's unlikely at this point that that is the case. Okay, I'm gonna look and see if that concludes what I needed to see in the Sunless City. Yep, looks like we are done with the Hanging City. So the next obvious thing to do is to go to the Black Hole Forge, and also I have not been to the Ash Twin Project, and I'm not sure how to access it. In all honesty, not sure. Let's go to Hanging City first. And then I gotta stop like opening the map and using the thrusters before we're like, oh, no, that's bad, that's bad. Okay, abort autopilot, stop doing that. Hi, friend. Just ignore me, I'm a professional. Okay. Probably the best way to do this will be to go to Chert, maybe? Go to where I know how to get down to Chert. Or there's a couple of entry points. And this is actually one of them. So we can land right here and just take the way that they did down. Whoa, my ship's in orbit. Ow. I'm fine. I'm just concussed. Okay, I'm pretty sure there's ghost matter all around here, so let's make sure I don't run into that. The Eye of the Universe again. I love the music of this area so much. Okay, I gotta remember how to navigate this. That way I know how to get back to the Hanging City. Which I might have already made a mistake with my navigation. Also, let's not use all the fuel we have. That would be great, Sin. Okay, this should take us to the Hanging City. Just gotta make sure I stay within the bounds of the lights. Yep, because there's the Black Hole Forge. I'm a little afraid of taking the wrong path and having the wrong distance between myself and some of these crystals. But I think we should be good. Though I think I have fallen before. Or was I trying to get somewhere else? I've definitely fallen and hit the black hole before and got mad about it. But I don't remember if it was trying to climb this way or trying to go somewhere else. Oh, I think it was trying to go this way. Okay. This is the area that has ghost matter. I did not actually... Don't you do it. Do not do it. Don't do it. Oh. I hate you, Idol. I hate you so much. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Exactly what the doctor ordered. Okay. You are the tricky bit. Aw, damn it. And way for me to potentially get closer is there? Oh, I chickened out. I chickened out. I chickened out. I chickened out. At least land here. Thank you. Sorry about your ankles. Man, I hate that these are both collapsed. I tried. Does that mean I'm gonna stop trying? No, I'm just gonna try to do the same stupid thing I did, but in a different way. There's a much easier way to do this than what I am doing right now. Yep, okay. We need to use the teleportation device. What? That might not be the best plan of action. Let me see this planet from the outside, because I think there is a teleportation point as well that is on the outside of this planet. If there's not, then we know what we're doing. There is one kind of on the outside, but... I'm gonna try doing what I just did again, but slightly different. Okay, do that again, do that again. Oh, so close. I have a plan. I have a plan. It's a dumb one, but it's a plan. Oh, dang it. I'm not letting the... I'm about to hit a wall. Okay. I did hit a wall, but it was safe. Okay. Okay. Nope, stop falling. You're not supposed to do that. Maybe I don't have a plan. Oh God, because let's let the fuel kick again. What? Nope. That's fine. I'm just gonna be majorly concussed. Is there another teleportation point on the opposite side of the planet? Or I might just want to do what my gut's telling me to try and use Ash Twin to get here. That may be what I have to do. Okay. This is going to be one of my last attempts at my randomness, or my random thought process, rather. We're going to see if Ash Twin can get us where we want to go. I have a feeling... No, wait. The teleportation place on Brittle Hollow. That is linked to something else. That's linked to Whitehole Station. Okay. Whitehole Station is linked to the teleportation device that is on the surface of Brittle Hollow, which means theoretically the Ash Twin should have the teleportation station that is linked to the inside of Brittle Hollow. Right? That makes sense to me. I just hope that I did not need to push the forge up before trying to do this. My hope is that, you know what, we got time to kill. Let's go see what Chert's up to while... Because we have to wait for the sand to go down a bit. All right, bam. It shouldn't take long for the twins to be uncovered in the sand. So let's just go check in with our friend here and see what they have to say. Hi, buddy. All right. Yes, my first launch. I have nothing new to tell you. I apologize. All right, well, that was my non-human human interaction for this particular run. All right. Let's... Should be right about here, should be fine. Okay, and the twins do just straight up look like two towers. And I don't remember how long it takes them to get uncovered. Vitals are not, that was an accident. Vitals are not low. That was an accident. Everything's fine. All right, let's see. Dark bramble. Pass through coral forest. Okay, it is a coral forest. Okay. We gotta find Feldspar. Our friend is definitely somewhere in Dark Bramble. We should also go and check in on Esker. I would love to talk to Gabbro again, but I don't think I have anything new to tell them. The reason I'm kind of powering through these is because I do remember the majority of what all of this says. Because I've just been so locked in with this game. I do wish we could run into Solanum again. Because their body always shows up on the North Pole of wherever the quantum moon lands. Once again, interesting how so much of the crystal from the... Yeah, how much of the crystal landed on other planets and then turned into ghost matter, or just gave off the ghost matter signal, or you know what I'm trying to say. Yeah, so those eye locators, I don't know if they actually will be helpful at all. I also don't think time passed while I was reading. I'm not sure if the eye locators will be helpful at all. Whoop. Goodbye, moon. I think my best chance for figuring out the 6th location is going to be being on the moon within the tower on the moon, because the tower on the moon has a light. And I always kind of wondered why it needed to have a light, because a lot of the buildings that we go in that are made by Nomai have torches already. So I didn't know why the tower needed a light, but if we go in, I think we should be able to lock the door behind us, then turn the light in the tower off, and then turn our flashlight off and see what that does. That's gonna be one of my next tests. Hi, moon. I'm happy you're back. Goodbye. I'll miss you. Okay, a good portion of this is starting to be uncovered. Let's see if we can see any of the towers yet. I also need to stop using the jetpack as a way to travel faster, because I am just gonna run. I got time to refuel before we do anything. Okay, there's sun, I think. No, I don't think that's sun, actually. That might be something else. All right. I'm just gonna refuel because I can. The safety of it. Okay, let's see what we can see. This is the twins. So we already found the twins. The question is, How low do we have to be in order? We have to find where the white hole generator is. Okay, this is definitely too high up. There's gonna be another level. So let's move out of the way and give it a second. Watch the universe as it goes by. Oh, there go my supernovas. So pretty. I'll be back for you soon, Dark Bramble and Feldspar. I'll be there for you soon. All right, let's give... Ah, the tower is actually still on the other side of the planet, so we kind of got a minute. I think one of these was supposed to go down, but I don't know which one it was. This is a black hole core. You know what? I'm not gonna want to be here. Yep, let's move really quickly. Let it do its thing. Oh, see, it's about to cross with where we want to be right now. So I do wonder if it wants you to take that risk and be in alignment with the planet as the tower is being consumed. All right, this one seems more intact, so we're gonna try to travel via this one. All right, there's my moon. Do we have to be looking at it? More than likely, right? Okay, what if I put a tracker on it really quick? Can I do that? Not from here. Not from here. I'm just gonna have to wait it out. And hope that we are standing in the right tunnel. Oh, there she is. Please work, please work, please work, please work, please work, please work. No! Was this not the right one? Why did you fail me, tunnel? Is it secretly the other tunnel? Is that why you were trying to get here? Wait. No, you're both sending signals. Okay. I don't need to stand there. Ooh, see? I'm a little afraid to stand right here because of the fact that the top is open. What's the worst that could happen? We could die. Yeah, this wasn't a good idea. Well, you know, that could have killed me, but it didn't. Unfortunately, though, I am separated from my ship. And I'm currently being drowned by sand. Okay. I wonder why it didn't work. Maybe it was the angle? But I feel like it definitely should have worked. Oh, that's stressful. I guess we are to assume that the sixth location is the eye of the universe. Or there was a planet that was apparently just out of reach, but then again, that's unconfirmed. But the charts say that there could be a planet just out of view. I'm kind of nearing what I want to be the end of this episode, so I don't, even though the quantum moon is right there, I kind of wanted to test my theory on, you know, going in, getting to the tower, turning the lights off, seeing if that is what triggers the quantum the quantum jump. But perhaps that's not the best idea. Fixing landing gear. Finding where the... There it is. Oh, wait. No sand tower? No sand tower yet. No sand tower at all. Reason for no sand tower? Ah, there it goes. Okay, so you do have a very minuscule time frame before the sand tower actually starts. All right, I'm determined. I'm determined, and this is going to work, and I'm confident. Sort of. Oh God, no, do not, stop it. Put yourself down. Okay. Put yourself down and heal yourself. I was so caught up in the whole sand tower debacle. Let's heal. There's no reason to like gander at the maps for too long because, well, we can gander at this map as long as we want, but the other maps seems kind of pointless. You know, maybe I should explore outside this white hole. Some of this looks like it came from Brittle Hollow, but then again, like, maybe it didn't. I need to find... What was it and where was it? Maybe it's at the South Pole. The tracker that tells you what each of these different towers actually stands for. Let's see. I think it is over here. Or maybe not. This is just another shield. Ow. Gotta stop doing that. I gotta stop doing that. All right, this is the twins, I believe. Okay. I really hope this works. Really banking on this working. But the moment it is uncovered, we're gonna go to the right side because that is the covered side. So I don't know. Maybe this will work as long as we're on the unbroken side. That's kind of my working theory right now. And then also we have to figure out how to actually access the Ash Twin project. Oh, I was about to walk into... I was about to walk into it. That would have been bad. It is really pretty in its own way. Terrifying, though. All right, follow it up. Okay, it's starting to raise the bridge a little bit. And... okay, this is the busted side. So we want to be on that side. And I do think there is enough time for the passage of the sand cyclone to go over again. I wonder why it didn't work the first time I did it, though. That is curious to me. I must have done something wrong or I was in the wrong angle. Okay. In theory, we should just be able to look up through this circle. At least that's kind of how I was working the other ones that we've used. So I'm not sure if this is the right math for this. No, because then I'm standing like off of where I feel like I need to be on the warp core itself. Right? I feel like that is what it wants from me. I should be safe this time because the glass is still solid on top of me. Oh, that's what you wanted. Wait! Damn it! Where even am I? Oh, jingle bells. All I managed to do was send myself to Ember Twin. You're trying to go to Brittle Hollow. Dear God. Can you send me back? Thank you. Thank you. I am stupid. I am stupid. Attempt number 2. Let me find the right one this time. Okay, how do I know which one is which? Okay, this one... once again. Oh, wait. I think the dials I'm thinking of were on Ember. The dials that showed you which each tower was and where it went. Okay. This is for home. That is Timberhearth. That one I remember. This is Ash Twin. I won't be fooled by that again. That is either the sun... That's the sun. Okay. That's not right. This one is... That one could easily be Giant's Deep. Which means this one could be Brittle Hollow. I say not completely confident in this. No. What are the chances that this is for that? Okay, we're good. That's not what this does. Okay. I would like to be able to see the floor, because that makes me more confident that I know where I'm going. Any day now. Any day I'll be able to see the floor again. Because I need to, in my head, be able to stand over... Whoop! Found it! Yay! Okay. Figured it out. No! Well... Frick. That sucked. At least I know what to do. At least I know what to do. That is the most important thing, you know, right now. Not that I did it wrong. I didn't know I couldn't jump, okay? I didn't know that. I should have thought about it, but I didn't know that. Damn. At least I got it right. That's all I care about, is that the science was right. The execution was wrong, but the science was right. I keep getting killed by ghost matter. Hey, not used to the scat detector, you won't, you dumb idiot. Do you think I made that thing just for pretty little pictures of trees? It has multiple uses. You do know you can use it as a light source, right? Stars above, please tell me you knew that. Well, I already knew that. Okay, I only died to ghost matter once and it was a personal choice. I've only died to ghost matter once and it was a personal choice. I tried to outrun it. I could have made it had I not already been injured. If I hadn't already been injured, I could have made that, and I will die on this hill. This is going to be not my last trip to Ash Twin, but this is gonna be the one where I get it right. Okay? I don't know why the hell I was so focused on using the Ash Twin portal to get to Ember Twin. Like, I knew that wasn't my destination. You know, sometimes you just have to be a little dumb. Just a tiny bit dumb. Okay. Now we gotta wait this out again. That's the biggest thing with me, is that I hate waiting this out. I hate waiting this out so much. What is left to truly do? The moon. The moon, I for sure want to go back to using the tower. And then Dark Bramble. Dark Bramble has been waiting for me. And at some point, I do have to figure out how to access the Ash Twin project properly. I wonder if there's a warp core for that. Because theoretically, what did they do? They put a black hole core inside? And that also... They're running the high energy lab from here. Or from Ember Twin. And that is what is keeping us within the loop as well. So I could end the loop. But the question is, do we really want to do that? I don't see any other options besides ending the loop. Even though, you know, ending the loop will kill us. Because the death of the universe is inevitable. There's quite literally nothing we can do. They knew about it 200,000 years ago. And the Nomai were so much more advanced than everyone else, and all they were able to do was prep themselves enough where the knowledge that they had could be stored and saved for the inevitable death of the universe. Death of, not the universe, this galaxy at least. This solar system. So I could pop out the warp core. That is totally something I could do. Can I? Can I change the parameters of the loop? But what would I change the parameters of the loop to? And there's also nothing that says... I'm also sitting in here, that way I don't lose oxygen while I talk and while the sand goes. Pulling whatever black hole or white hole core they have created to continue the loop, theoretically that could just kill us on the spot, right? You know what? I don't know. We got several things we still have to do before we can truly start looking at the end of this game, I guess. Because we still have to do the DLC. We still have to do the DLC. Which I guess the DLC ties into this story. Well, obviously it ties into the story, but what I mean is, from my understanding, it adds to the current story rather than being so much its own story. So I could start it at any time, basically. I'm just, you know, stalking this cyclone until I find the tower that I want. Okay, that's the twins. We don't need that. I'm not falling for that again. And then we need the one that kind of looks a bit tricky at the top. Yep, just me and my cyclone. What's that hole? You see that? What is that? Oh, dang it. It's not working. That is interesting, though. I've never seen that before. I wish it would do another full rotation, which it will in a moment, because I'm curious about what that was. Oh, do not. Even though we can get back here fairly easily, I would prefer to not get sucked up into the giant cyclone. Again. Yeah, I'm trying to see that weird cap that I think I saw. I'm not sure what it was. There it is again. I'm not sure what that is. Okay. Not the point right now. Okay, that's the sun. These are the twins. Pull it back. Okay. The next tower could either be Timberhearth Tower or... You know what? I can also look and see which towers. Oh man, I wish I could zoom in more than this. Okay, that's the Timberhearth Tower. This is the tower that we want. All right. And now we just gotta wait for the sand to lower and be in the right position. I need to kind of be standing on the warp core, so it's hard to see. There we go. Okay. Taking my hands off the jump button. We're not going anywhere near it. No jumpies. Charged. Step into the warp receiver to platform to activate the return warp. Okay. Yep, just barely off. Black hole forge. Let's go. I want to look over here too. Okay. We're losing quite a lot of ground already with this place, but still. Be cautious near boarding area while the black hole forge is in operation. Okay, we're missing tiles. I hate that it's basically forcing me to take my time and walk by not allowing me to jump. Okay. Exit to surface. Okay, this is the busted way. Black hole forge. That's busted. Oh no, it's exactly what I thought. It is exactly what I thought. Okay. What is the best workaround for this? Because I didn't see any way to lower the forge. So the only thing I can think to do is go back inside the village, which I know how to do, and I know how to do that quickly. Go back inside the village, get to the controls there, flip them, let the forge go all the way up, then go back to Ash Twin and teleport myself back in, and then the forge will be in place. We're gonna have to try that in the next episode. Will that be the first thing I do? I don't know, because there are other things I kind of want to try, but I'm already on this wavelength with myself. So I think that's what I'm going to be trying to do next. Our last few things that we really need to look at are, I need to do a good search inside the forge, for one. The sixth location, based off of what Colas found when they were exploring the inside of that tunnel, it almost guarantees to me that what I am supposed to do is land back on the quantum moon, get inside the tower, and then, if possible, turn the lights off and let the quantum moon essentially take me somewhere else. And eventually I might land in the 6th location. And then I also still have been putting... Oh, okay. I still have been putting off Dark Bramble. Dark Bramble has been my very last thing. And I feel like that was a good choice. There is Feldspar, the vessel, and the last evacuation pod there. So we'll get around to all of this soon, and then we will probably start the DLC very soon. I have no idea how this is going to end, because with the knowledge that we have currently, it sounds like we could stop the 22-minute loop. We could theoretically maybe stop the 22-minute loop that was created by the Nomai. However, that would just mean that we're all going to die in the supernova. But once again, that is such an inevitable cosmic catastrophe that I don't know if there's a way to save everyone, because if there was, it would have been the Nomai that came up with it, and the Nomai weren't necessarily seeking to escape the supernova. Even 200,000 years ago, they were not seeking to escape the supernova. All they cared about was making sure the knowledge that they had gained might somehow make it back to their people. So I'm not sure how this is going to end. I think it's still such an amazing game, and I love every second of it, and that's why I'm not done playing. I'm going to jump straight into the next episode. But I'm not sure where we're going from here. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you join me again. I'll be seeing you guys very soon for more Outer Wilds. Bye now.